So we got a little bit of a situation here. He gave us consent to look in his car, and this front seat has blood everywhere. He's saying it's from his friend that has a nosebleed. I think they might have a fucking murder here. I'm not even shitting you. Look at that blood.
1324.
It's all over. It's up in the seat, like he's been cleaning in here. You can see me clean that whole floor mat. I got my lieutenant coming up here because you guys might have some shit here. Where is he?
Yeah, I noticed.
Yeah, and look at all the grass and mud on the. He's been driving off road.
Spoiler details are in the video description, and the full results of all charges in the case are laid out at the end of the video.
So keep the boy's hair there, Alec. I spoke to you a few hours ago.
Oh, yeah.
Checked with me with Richland County Sheriff's Office. It's a Sergeant Eichen here.
What's that?
In short, the reason why we're here right now is have a few follow-up questions, just things we'd like to ask you, get clarified. You remember the form we read to you with your Miranda rights at Shelby Police Department, and you signed off on those? And
Yeah.
okay. This is the same thing.
Okay.
I'm going to read it to you over again. Everything still applies as before. Okay, if you have questions, stop me and ask me. How do you spell your last name? Is it B-L-A-I-R?
Yeah.
Okay. What's your current address on Taylortown?
909.
And what's your date of birth?
6298.
And your social, please?
Is that what you call it?
You got a current contact phone by chance? Alright, I'm just gonna go here and read your rights same as you did before, okay?
Alright.
You have the right to remain silent, understand that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law, you understand that? Okay. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have him present with you while you're being questioned, you understand?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, will be appointed to represent you before any questioning if you wish. Understand that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer any questions or make any statements. Understand that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you have the right to legal representation by a county public defender if you so desire. Understand that?
Yeah.
Okay. And then, this is where I read you your rights. Down here is 2 questions for you. Do you understand each of these rights I've explained to you?
Yes.
Okay. If you understand those, just write yes there for me, please.
Okay.
I'll pen that for just a sec. Second question, having these rights in mind, do you wish to talk to us now?
Yeah.
Go ahead and write yes. And all I did was date and time that, and then place the signing. This is Richland County Jail and the address here, okay?
Okay.
Down here where it says signature, you can use signature there. Like I told you just a minute ago, the reason we're down here now is just asking some follow-up questions, get some clarification on things, just so we're all on the same page, okay? Before we get into all that though, would you be willing to give me a DNA sample? What that entails is me swabbing both sides of your mouth with these.
Okay, yeah, that'll be fine.
That'd be fine?
Yeah.
Okay. There's 2 sticks in here, okay? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take one, swab it around the left side of your mouth, and I'm gonna take the other one and swab it around the other side of your mouth, and that's it. Just lean forward here and say, ah. Let me know if this hurts. The other side. Okay. It's your house on 909 Taylortown. Can you tell me which bedroom is yours in the house?
It would be that front left one. Once you get up to the house, it's the top there. There's a window.
Okay, so if I go on your front porch and I go in the front door, that set of stairs on the right, and I go up there, is it
go up
the
there.
first bedroom on the right?
First one, yeah.
Okay, the one with the stormtrooper helmet mounted next to the big screen
Yeah.
TV?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Now, one of the things we're a little, well, not a little, but really hazy on here, because you're kind of, I'm not being needy here, I'm just telling you how it is.
Yeah.
You're really all over the place with is the routes you took, where you were at, anything to do with where you were at.
Right.
Okay? We leveled with you earlier, we were straight with you about everything, so let's do the same thing here, okay?
Yeah.
You live in that area on Taylortown.
Yeah.
From here, you spend your time there. I know you know your way around there at least by sight, if not
Right.
knowing street names.
Yeah.
Okay? So I know we can get more specific on that. Well, I'm not sure on this one, yada, yada, yada.
Mhm.
You understand where I'm going with that?
Yeah.
So when you picked her up on 2nd Street in Shelby, where did you go from there? What route did you take?
That route towards, the main street on there on Shelby.
So down to, from 2nd down to Main Street, where Rite Aid is? Or did you go over 39?
No, I went down through, basically just straight on over to the turn lane into Taylortown.
Okay. So, if you went down 2nd Street and Broadway, which is the main route there,
Yeah.
before it turns into Mansfield, those don't intersect. So, did you go down to Main Street and then cut over to 39, or did you take another side street over to...
Was on 2nd Street, took a left,
Okay.
then took another left, and basically just went straight on from there.
Okay.
And then there was that point where you turn onto Taylortown, like right beside MTD.
Okay. So you ended up out on 39, went all the way past the car dealerships, down past MDT, and took the
Yeah.
left on Taylortown, right there where it stops at 39?
Yeah.
Okay. And you told us earlier that when you took that route on Taylortown, it was your intention to go to your house first.
Yeah.
So that you could pick up work clothes, things like that, in case you got held over to courthouse
Right,
down in
yeah.
Mansfield, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. You also told me that when you initially struck Gabby, is that what she goes by, or Gab?
Gabe.
Gabe?
Yeah.
Okay. You told me that when you initially struck Gabe, you were on Taylortown, right by Plymouth Spring Mill, that church?
Yeah.
Okay. And again, you correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm just going by what
Mhm.
you told me earlier, okay?
Yeah.
That was the area where you first struck her at, and you said that also in that area she was, when she lost consciousness, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. How many hits did it take to get her to go unconscious, approximately?
I couldn't tell, like, how many I was doing. It just got kinda...
Was it more than one before she went unconscious, though?
Yeah. It was a lot more than one.
And how much was she bleeding from all that?
She was bleeding pretty heavy.
From where, like her face?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, you mentioned earlier that after all this was done, it was at your house where you went and you cleaned up
Yeah.
the car. How much blood did you have to clean up?
There's a lot on the seat, mainly, where it was.
Okay. Anywhere else in the car?
I think some got like on the dashboard just a little bit, but not too much of it.
Okay. Now, are we talking like, you gotta clean up some droplets, a little splatter, or are we talking whole puddles and pools that we got?
It was just like splats that would go.
Okay. Okay. Now, this route that you took to get to your house, you're heading there to get your work clothes, you first hit her Taylor Town from the Spring Mill. Was it a straight, okay, you got out to 39, went down to Taylor Town, turned down there towards your house, this altercation's going on, you hit her, it all happened in that frame, there wasn't any other driving around?
No. Yeah, that happened like all there, and then I didn't drive around until after.
So between leaving her house, going out to 39, getting out of Taylor Town, turn around there, when the altercation gets physical, you're hitting her, she's going unconscious, you end up driving out to Bowman Street.
Yeah.
Where you dumped her out of the car, there was no traveling around elsewhere, it was just...
No, yeah, it was
Okay.
basically me just driving, and I found somewhere.
Okay. All right. One of the major things we gotta clear up here, and like I told you, up at Shelby Police Department, you're doing really well manning up about stuff,
Yeah.
and while you're hiding stuff, you're gradually coming out with more information, okay? I can tell you wanna talk, and you wanna get this off your chest,
Yeah.
okay? You don't seem like the type that wants to be vindictive about it and,
Oh, yeah, no.
and try to make things harder.
Yeah.
You're slowly but surely coming out with stuff,
Yeah.
okay? So, one last big piece of the puzzle here, well, actually, there's two of them that we need to get cleared up here, okay? You're not being honest about the manner in which she was killed,
Right.
okay? So you agree with me, we're not being honest about that?
Yeah.
We need to get this all out in the air here, okay? We can't get closure on any of this without truth,
Yeah.
all right? How did you kill her?
I had a pocket knife, and honestly, I don't know what got into me to do anything. I just remember flash from my eyes, and I was angry with something she was telling me.
Okay. So you were mad at something she was telling you?
Yeah.
Okay. This pocket knife you had, did you stab her with it?
Yeah.
Okay, how many times did you stab her with it?
Honestly, I couldn't tell you how many times.
Did you slash her throat with it?
No. No. I didn't get to her throat in any way.
Remember, man, I stay here, we can't have any closure,
Right.
all right? I know she's got a big gaping hole in her neck.
Really. I didn't get near her throat at all.
Okay, where did you stab her?
I think it was just mainly like onto her sides and everything. Her sides and her front.
Okay.
But her throat I didn't touch.
Okay. Being really honest so far, man.
Yeah.
There's no point in screwing it up now.
Right.
Okay? You know that's not true, too. Be straight with me here. Okay? I understand that you had a blackout moment where you were just so mad and
Yeah.
you couldn't control yourself, and it was like, how am I get this woman off my back?
Yeah.
It's too much, and you snapped.
Yeah.
What I tell you earlier, people snap sometimes.
Right.
Okay? But we gotta be honest about this. We can't dance around the issue here, especially when I know the information you're giving me is not accurate based on
Right,
what
yeah.
I've seen in my investigation. You know it too because you were there.
Right.
Okay? So tell me honestly here, okay? I know you didn't stab her in the side or the stomach, at least not to an excessive amount.
Right.
Okay? Did you cut her throat?
Honestly, I don't remember cutting her throat. Like, honestly, don't remember ever actually getting to that point. I may have hit it, not knowing what it is, but from what I can remember, I never touched her throat.
That you may, I'm asking for clarification here.
Yeah.
So is it possible you may have done that and just not remembered it because you were in such a blind rage?
Probably, yeah.
Okay. So where do you for sure remember stabbing her at?
I do remember, like, I think it was somewhere in her front, and I'm pretty sure it was like her side towards her back area.
Okay. Which side, right, left, do you remember?
Right side.
Okay. Okay. See, being more honest here.
Yeah.
Now we can get further, and I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? I told you we had two major things we still needed clarification on.
Yeah.
That was one of them.
Okay.
Now here's the other one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Has it been bad being honest?
Like, has it been bad between...
No. I mean, has it been bad, this whole interaction here? You being honest, being straight with me. I'm shooting you straight, you shoot me straight.
Trying to get this, you know...
Okay. So I'm not gonna dance around this issue in this question.
Mm-hmm.
All right? I'm thinking she wasn't killed in that Jeep.
Mm-hmm.
My thinking is that there was some altercation in the Jeep, physical, punching, maybe something like that. She got out at one point, whether you tossed her out or she jumped out trying to get away from you or whatever, and you killed her outside of that Jeep somewhere. My question is am I correct in that line of thinking, or am I totally off base?
It was in the Jeep.
You did kill her in the Jeep?
Yeah.
Okay. So you stabbed her in the Jeep?
Yeah. I just got back from getting my lunch and water bottle, headphones, and got back in the car, and I don't know. And then that's when I kind of blacked out.
So, after you picked her up, did you stop somewhere to pick up your lunch? Or did you go to your house to get
Went to my house, because it was just these little frozen...
Okay, so did she wait in the car while you went in and got your lunch?
Yeah.
Okay. So had you hit her yet before you got to your house?
Not before, no.
Okay. Because that church in the intersection of Plymouth Springville and Taylortown is before you get to your house, going the route you're saying you went.
Right.
And you've told me twice that you hit her to begin with at Taylortown and Plymouth Springville, and that's when she went unconscious.
Right.
Now you're telling me you made her all the way to your house. No physical altercation happened. She waits in the car while you go in and get your lunch.
Right, yeah.
Okay, so we're taking this a different route here than you've already told me twice.
Right, yeah.
When did this altercation start?
It was right there, right after I got my lunch.
Like in your driveway?
Yeah.
Was it inside your car, or did she get out of the car and have an altercation there?
It was inside the car.
Okay, like still in the driveway, or?
Yeah.
What, okay. So did you stab her in your driveway?
Yeah.
Okay. Stab her to the point where she was dead in your driveway? Or did you drive off and keep stabbing her? How did this
It was all right there in the driveway.
Okay. So after you went in the house, picked up your lunch, your clothes, yada, 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 come out to the car, get in the car, this altercation escalates and you stabbed her to death in the car in your driveway. And then did you just drive her over to Bowman by the tower and dump her out there?
Yeah, because I was freaking out myself after I was blacked out. After I blacked out.
Dispatch is trying to call Sarge. Was there any physical altercation prior to getting to your house, or was it just verbal?
It was just more just verbal.
Not with them, we're over there.
After you came back out with the lunch, what set it off at that particular moment in time that things just went 0 to 100?
I was asking her some questions about her and this other guy, and, you know, she was saying stuff that just really got to me.
So was she like saying stuff to purposely get under your skin with it, or was she just, yeah, I'm seeing somebody, I mean,
I was asking her stuff I probably shouldn't have asked her. Just
Okay.
professional stuff between what they were doing.
okay. That was her answers and responses to this that got you upset?
Yeah.
Where was this pocket knife at prior to the stabbing happening?
I think it was in my room, so I had to go back up there to get my headphones.
So you didn't have the knife prior to stopping at your house to get your lunch?
No, no,
Okay.
no.
So when you got your lunch and you picked up this knife to go back outside, did you pick up that knife and go out there with the intention that you were gonna kill her when you got back to the driveway?
It was just, I don't know, like I just picked it up and I didn't want to do anything, honestly, to her at all. But then, you know, when she was answering the questions I was trying to give to her, it just kind of blacked out and I decided.
Okay. So, when you got it, I mean, were you thinking, maybe I will, maybe I won't, or did you just pick it up because you carry a pocket knife like most everybody else does?
Me contemplating, honestly, with that.
Contemplating hurting her?
Yeah. And I don't really, like, I don't know why that was going through my head.
So would it be fair to say you were contemplating it, and then after she starts getting under your skin with the answers to your questions, that's what made the decision that you were gonna...
Yeah.
Okay. Was your intent just to hurt her by stabbing, or were you intended to kill her?
I just wanted to just hurt her, but then that's when I really blacked out.
Okay. And she for sure wasn't alive when you left the driveway?
Yeah, she wasn't, I think she was, like, just slowly getting to that point where she was, you know, dying off.
Okay. So she might have died while you were driving over
Yeah.
the woman?
Yeah.
Okay. Last thing before we wrap up, okay?
Okay.
Obviously, I've got a detailed version of your side of things here, okay? That's why I'm asking a lot of questions, taking a lot of notes.
Okay, yeah.
A detailed version of your side, okay? Before we take off here, so again, just call a recorder. It's not on right now, okay? I turn this on, read off some information. Would you be willing to give me a take statement as far as what you just told me, not the whole shebang all the way through like we just went through over the last half hour or so, just condensed, simple facts as far as this is where we're going, this is what happened, this is what happened after that.
Okay, yeah.
You all right with that?
Yeah.
Okay. Tuesday, February 11th, 2020, Detective Andrew Yee with the Richland County Sheriff's Office conducting a taped statement with Alec Blair. Also present is Sergeant Rich Eichinger with the Richland County Sheriff's Office. And Mr. Blair, you've been advised of your Miranda rights by me prior to this conversation, correct?
Yep.
Okay, and you decided not to invoke your rights at this time, and you're okay with speaking to me, is that correct?
Yep.
Okay. Can you tell me, sir, what happened between you and Gabe Clevenger yesterday afternoon when you went to pick her up at her house?
Picked her up because we were going to go to the courthouse to do some divorce stuff, so I wanted to do that. Went to my house on Taylortown where I was going to grab my lunch and stuff just in case I needed to, so I can get to work afterwards. Well, I went up to get my headphones, and I grabbed this pocket knife, and I didn't have any intention to try to do anything. It was just me contemplating something, and went back outside, put my stuff in my car. When I got home, I asked her some personal stuff between her and this new guy, and it got to the point where it got really under my skin. It triggered me and I blacked out, and that's when I started with the pocket knife onto her.
Okay. Did you stab Gabe Clevenger with that knife?
Yeah.
Did you stab her until she was dead?
I didn't want the intention to, but that's where it got to.
Okay. So, I mean, intentions aside, did you
Right.
stab her until she was dead?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. And what happened after that, sir?
After that, I kind of had a freak out moment after I got not blacked out anymore, freaked out, and drove over to that place on Bowman with a cell tower and everything,
Okay.
and dropped her there. After that, I came back home and was freaking out more, trying to clean up the blood out of the seat and everything. And after that, I went to work.
Okay. What did you do with the knife and the rags that you used to clean up?
The knife and the rag, pretty sure I put it in the trash.
Which trash?
I think it was right there outside.
Like in front of the house?
Yeah, the big blue
In the
one.
garage?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And after this cleanup, throwing the stuff in the trash, you went to work?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Did you send a text or a Facebook message to her new boyfriend from her phone saying basically that you had decided not to go through with going to the courthouse today and was going to do it another time?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
Okay. Do you have anything else you'd like to add to your statement, Mr. Blair, before we conclude?
Nothing I can think of.
Mr. Blair, I got a couple questions.
Yeah.
Do you remember what time you went to your house? Do you remember the approximate time?
After or before?
When you pulled in and went to your room, that time.
I'm thinking it might have been like 12 something. Right there in that 12 area.
Do you remember how much time went by until the time you went to your room, until the time you went back and you stabbed your wife?
I would say about 5 minutes.
And was there any time, about from the time when you stabbed her, and you said she was slowly going away, right?
Yeah.
Was that in the driveway? Were you driving down the road? Were you watching her in the driveway, or?
I started driving when she was...
Did you, about what time did you get on Bowman Street where you placed her?
I'd say about maybe 12:20, 12:30.
And do you remember what the knife looked like?
I think it was like red and had skulls on it. That was the base of it.
Any time did you ever think about calling 911 or getting medical attention or for?
I did not, but I probably, honestly should have. And at the time, it was a freak out moment for me. I didn't know what to do.
Do you have any more questions, Sergeant?
I'm done.
Okay. Again, before we shut this off, anything else you'd like to add, Mr. Blair?
Not that I can think of that would go on to it now.
Okay. And a tape statement. Okay. That does conclude our business here right now. We've asked you a ton of questions, so before Sergeant Eichinger and I take off, I'm going to give you the opportunity. Do you have any questions of me or us before we leave?
Just wondering, what else is gonna happen, after, what else is gonna happen,
Okay. Well, the short answer to that is we still have a bit of an investigation and paperwork that we have to finish.
Okay,
Phone
yeah.
calls to make, all manner of things like that, before firm answers to your question can be set into place. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, because I can sit here and I can spitball and I can speculate, well, may happen this way, may do this. I'm going to sit here and give you bad information or wrong answers to your question.
Right.
So, while it's vague, that's what it is for now.
Okay.
Just because I don't want to give you bad information.
Yeah.
Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else?
Is there, estimated time between any of this?
You'll be sitting in here at least a day or two.
Okay.
Okay. At least.
At least.
All right.
Does that count from last night, or?
Yes.
Counting for, okay.
Okay, just because of the nature of how long it takes to get some of these things done.
Right, okay.
All right?
And Mr. Blair, did you take any of her personal things from her and put them anywhere?
I did, yeah.
What'd you take?
It was, I didn't know at the time, but the cell phone was in there. And then she had a bag with some of her stuff in it. I don't know what was in there.
And who's your carrier for your phone?
Verizon.
You know hers? It was on the same plan, you guys on the same plan?
She's not on my plan. She was on her plan with her sister, and I think that one's Verizon too.
Okay.
What kind of personal stuff did you take of hers?
Just the phone and bag. I don't know what was in the bag, because I never opened it.
And what'd you do with that stuff?
The phone I had in my car, and then the bag I put in my room.
Where at your room?
It was sitting on the floor at first, and then I put it under my bed.
Oh, and I apologize, I did forget one thing that I wanted to ask you
Okay.
before we leave. At Shelby PD, when we talked there, you told me that all the clothes you were wearing then was what you were wearing when this happened.
Yeah.
That wasn't true. What were you wearing?
Well, I did wear that t-shirt. I did have that.
Okay, but I'm sure you had it on under something, probably.
Yeah, it was a sweatshirt.
Okay. What kind of sweatshirt?
It was Slipknot sweatshirt.
Okay.
You know what kind of pants you were wearing?
It was some black sweatpants.
Was it kind of like a matching set of sweatpants to that almost?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Okay. All right, we just want to follow us out here. You'll have to
Okay.
take it back to where we need to go, all right?
Give me a second, I'll move the chair out of your way, okay, Mr. Blair? Go ahead.
In October 2020, Alec Blair pleaded guilty to aggravated murder and multiple related charges in the death of Gaberien Clevenger. On January 22, 2021, a Richland County judge sentenced him to 45 years to life in prison. He remains incarcerated at Madison Correctional Institution with first parole eligibility in December 2064. This account is based solely on official court and prosecutor records.